What up?
What's up?
You nervous?
A little bit.
So I finally talked Maria into doing a podcast.
Yep. It took what? About what? 2 years? What? I don't know.
A year?
Yeah, a good year.
Yeah. I mean, she's been on the other episodes, right?
Yeah, but not on the topic that we're probably gonna get on today.
Yeah, it was. It was about one was about grief, and the other one was about anxiety and depression. I remember.
Yeah, but I remember with the whole anxiety topic, I barely spoke because it was like a lot of other people.
Oh yeah, a lot of other
speaking.
people, and this time it's gonna be me and you.
Yep.
Yep. So introduce yourself.
Hi guys. My name is Maria. I am Jose Renojo's fiance, as known as the Living in Mayhem podcast. What else am I supposed to say?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She my wife. Ain't no fiance here. She. Just like not.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah. And I am Toro. If y'all don't know me, I'm remodeling. That's about it until I stopped being a little bitch and started podcasting. So now I'm a podcaster. Haven't made any money yet, but hey, right?
It's productive, man.
Yeah, it is.
I
productive.
respect it. I support it.
Yeah, she been supportive too, 100% since the day I started. So shout out, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, so usually when you do podcasts, like, you know how I just got quiet?
Yes. Because
You were supposed to follow up with something. So that's something you got to learn too, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, this is new to me. I am willing to give it a try.
Because usually, hey, it took some time though. Look, back in the day, me and Slim, like, we used to have a lot of pauses in our shit, right? And we used to have to cut it out.
I used to stutter too.
Yeah, and I used to stutter a lot, yeah. And I used to say like I used to say like all the time. But then I got a little better.
Yeah.
But now we have this like chemistry. So like he automatically knows when I'm done with the conversation and he'll pick up. And then vice versa, like I know where to pick up off of him, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I usually talk more than him.
Yeah. I mean, I think with practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that's what I keep. That's what I be telling everybody. Oh yeah, quick plug in. If you want to do a podcast, holla at me. I'll produce it. I'll do all that for you.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely holla at him. He's pretty good. He knows what he's doing.
Nah.
He got all the equipment. I mean, just holla at him.
Yeah, but yeah. So this is Maria's podcast, not Living in Mayhem podcast. We haven't come up with a name yet, right?
No.
So maybe y'all can help us out with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll definitely take in input of finding a name. This is something new. It came out of nowhere.
And it was like spur of the moment.
It was. This is last minute, spur of the moment.
You want to tell the story?
Yeah. I was right now. We were literally and I was already in my pajamas. You were editing. We were ready to go to bed. It wasn't like an argument or anything, but he just, I've been procrastinating for a long time about speaking about, I guess, my anxiety and like
depression.
My depression, and so I guess this is probably like a new way, maybe to find therapy out of it. I don't know. So.
Because we can't afford no going to psychologists and shit for 1 hour every week. That's like 120 bones right there.
Yeah, it's definitely out of our budget.
Like 500 a month. That's a car note. We could buy a Hummer, girl.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I'm definitely not considering medication because that's just out of the question. Like
just marijuana.
Definitely, I microdose. So yeah, depending what it is, of course.
Blue cheese, shout out blue cheese. Like
yeah, definitely shout out blue cheese. Thank you.
But yeah, it takes a lot of courage in the beginning to do it. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you're nervous, but don't be.
Yeah, definitely be coming on camera
And this is
being
meant to.
this being posted. Period is definitely
It's gonna
like
be
out of
weird.
my comfort zone,
Yeah.
but whatever, it is what it is. I mean, you never know who's gonna like it, who's gonna understand, who might judge it, whatever.
Who criticize it?
I
Doesn't
don't
even
care.
matter. Yeah.
I don't
Fuck
care.
it.
If you like it, you like it, and I appreciate it. And if you don't, then I mean, find another
Hey,
page.
if you don't like it, press dislike, because if you do press dislike, we still get on the algorithms. What's up?
There you go. There you go. It's simple. Like either you like it or keep on moving.
But you know why I think this is meant to be?
Why?
Because this was like spur of the moment.
It was very unplanned. You're supposed to get up at 6 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. Shit, I'll sleep when I die.
Kids are gonna be up early, but I mean,
It is what it is.
it was meant to happen. It happened. It's happening.
And I've been encouraging too. I've been like, man, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. We're here now.
Yeah, so come up with a name, you know what I'm saying? Help us out.
Yeah, definitely in the comments, whatever. Like suggest something good, unique.
And
whatever.
I'll do guest appearances on this, but this is your show.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So we gotta come up with a name for your show.
I'm down.
All right, bet. But yeah, man, so this would be the that was pretty much like an introduction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like we explained our day or what we were doing.
I hope you can edit that. Okay.
Edit what? The bird?
Yeah,
I'm
bird.
keeping that in. Shit. That's
Okay.
content.
Oh my god. Okay.
You better not have the fart open this joint.
Nah, I'm good right now.
But yeah, so what was I saying?
We're making content. This was introduction.
Yeah. So that was the introduction.
Okay.
That's what you got to do. You got to like bullshit for a few minutes,
Okay.
and then you carry on to what you're gonna talk about. So that, you know how we kind of ended that convo.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been your goal to be like, yo, so today, you know, you already met my guest.
So I'll be like, all right, well, I introduced everyone. Hey guys. So today our topic is about depression and anxiety.
And I'm gonna go into my own personal, you know, anxiety today or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, because what I tell people is not really, because some people are like, oh man, Slim and Toro probably think they know it all and blah 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 blah. No, we're just expressing ourselves. Like for you, you can use this podcast to just tell your experience to other people that experience your same experience.
Right.
That would understand.
Right.
You maybe not telling them what to do, but just sharing each other's stories is probably help y'all somehow, some way.
And it's therapy in some way, yeah.
Cause like, you know, people might not know, but cause I'm always like a happy person and I'm always like, you know, outgoing and like when people know me as a very energetic person.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not really like that. Like you know that.
No, you're an asshole. Well, not all the time, but I mean, he's funny too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but like I'm like, yeah, like I have my own problems. You know what I'm saying? I have my own anxiety, my own depression.
Yeah.
And everybody, I think, suffers through something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure everyone does. It's just that some people don't talk about it. They just keep it balled up and they deal with it and they go on in life. And
some people do a good job blocking it.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Honestly, with me, I try to, I guess, hide it sometimes, but sometimes it's like I explode trying to keep it in for too long. I'm not gonna lie. I have good days. I have bad days.
Yeah.
Those good days I do not take for granted. I don't, because when I have a good day, like it's, oh my God, like I even go to sleep like, oh my God, I had such a freaking good day today. Like, thank you. And I don't thank no one. You know, I just think like, I guess I just thank the day. I don't say, oh, you know, thank you God, because like I said, I don't believe in anything. I believe that there's a God, like I said, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So I just say thank you. But those days are not every day. And then with having kids is like, don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I adore them. They're in my life. But lately with the whole like pandemic happening, it's been rough. It's been rough having kids at home every day, waking them up on their alarm, setting up computers, making them breakfast before they have to, start class.
And I got to give it to you because what happened the other day when you tried to get me to log them in while you had to go run errands?
You didn't know how to log in?
I didn't know how to log in. And then I was like, man, you know what period it is? Let's play hooky.
And then with me, it's like them playing hooky. I don't like it. I mean, our youngest daughter, she hasn't got fully diagnosed. We know she has, a mild case of autism. And, there's days that she has awesome days. And there's days that, like today, for example, like, I logged her in. She was in class and she just wouldn't cooperate. Like she was, upset. She was crying. Like she didn't want to participate. Because she rather be in person. She wants to be in class. She wants to be hands-on.
She loves in class.
She needs the hands-on because she needs that. She has sensory problems, so she needs a sensory. And like to me, like it doesn't overwhelm me, but it makes me sad because she wants her education and she can't get it the way she wants to get it.
Yeah, and
it makes me really sad. And I mean, I even sit there next to her at times, and I try to help her. And when trying to help her, it's when she doesn't want the help, she's not gonna, if she doesn't want the help, she's not gonna cooperate at all. That's just how it is. She has good days, she has bad days. Before this pandemic, that girl was doing amazing. That's all I can say. Amazing. Again with my son, he recently, it happened kind of before the pandemic, I guess, was announced. We were in discussion about an IEP. Apparently, he has a mild case of ADHD. He's getting help for it now. Everything's been virtual meetings. That's been overwhelming for me, because I didn't think, my son had, I'm not saying he has a disability, but he needs the extra help because he gets distracted easily.
And what's the craziest thing is that Gio, he like doesn't, I don't know, like he'll go daydreaming like with math. He hates math. That's that one class that he wants to like skip and like
social studies.
Yeah, and social studies, which is my favorite subject. But what this kid, his favorite subject is science, and he aces science every year since he was in kindergarten.
Everything, assignments, quizzes, homework, projects, anything that has anything to do with science. That boy, that's one subject that he definitely aces all the time.
And I was the opposite. You know how I am. I like watching documentaries and all that.
Yep.
And history, social studies was my favorite subject. Like I used to ace all that and F everything. Like I failed everything else except history and like social studies and like geography and all that.
But Gio, with that science subject, that man can talk to you for hours about anything.
I remember he came back super excited about his science project, remember? Like that's like the only project I've ever seen him so ecstatic about.
Yep, definitely. And like I said, it hasn't been easy. It's been hard. I've been trying to manage. We have the whole IEP going now, and things are, I guess, getting better. I'm not sure if in school is gonna be an option soon.
It better. Yo, I'm all for opening these schools up, yo. For real.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not. For the parents that want to keep their kids at home and do virtually, all to you and props to you.
I mean, yeah,
but
whatever.
My thing is like, for the kids that really need it desperately, and I've been judged for it so many times, and I'm not gonna lie, I've lost, I mean, a couple friends due to like me posting even videos on Snapchat about my kids going to school. I mean, they have their mask on. I've taught them like, you know, hey, you know, make sure you keep your mask on at all times. If you feel like you need a breather, you know, just when you use the bathroom or something after you wash your hands, just slip it off and just breathe for a little bit, and but put it back on. And always wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands before you eat. Wash your hands after you eat. Wash your hands, you know, after you use the bathroom. Like, I mean, we do it at home. It's a regular thing. My kids know to wash your hands or sanitize or anything. Like, it's always been like a rule in our house. So when they started going back to school, the only new requirement was keep your mask on. That's it. Don't take your mask off. That's the only rule. And like, being judged, you know, it sucks, because it's like, you know, my daughter, she's mildly autistic, and she needs all the help she can get, because that's the only way she's made progress. And I've seen it, because like, that girl has been in like, you know, semi-school since she was like, what, 18 months old?
Yeah, even when she was young, she's had school.
It was only 30-minute sessions, but she's always been in school, you know, therapy.
Yeah, like hands-on.
Hands-on.
Yeah, because every time she be on that John, right?
Yeah.
Like, she refuses to do any work on there. Like, if they be like, yo, Nina, draw a dinosaur, she'll draw a cat on purpose.
Yeah,
but
and
the stories we get from like right from in class, right?
She's perfect. It's just virtual is not for her.
I gotta tell a story. So I'm here, right, on the jump, and I guess she goes into a classroom and she presses the unmute button and she tells her teacher, "I don't like you," and then hits the mute button again and exits out the classroom.
Yeah, that's my youngest for you.
Lil Toro, Lil Baca.
She's crazy. But that girl is smart, man. She has so much potential. That girl, ever since she started her therapy.
But I think it has to do with like, I feel like it has to do with jail, going back to jail, right? And myself included, and a lot of people out there that I know we were on like little special ed classes and stuff. Mm-hmm. I feel like I never started living until like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, like learning, just, I don't know. I feel like learning, some people don't like to learn. Some people are cool with watching TV and playing video games and being on the phone or stuff like that, right?
Right.
And it's like, but some people have that, you know what they like to do. Yeah. Jill, with science. Imagine if like there was programs where like, all right, man, shit, this kid's a fucking
and
genius.
It's not just science. I mean, this man sits there and watches YouTube videos on he wants to build a computer.
Yeah, build computers, all technology and stuff like that.
He wants to be hands-on.
But he just hates school.
He hates school, but that man loves anything that's hands-on that has to do with building a PC. That's what he wants to do, and that's what he's determined to. And from now, it's been about a year that we've been going at it, about like, you know, we can't afford these parts for you to build a PC. Like,
the ones he
one by one.
He talking about $15,000 PC. I'm like, what?
I mean, because each piece costs about what, like 100 here, 200 here. Oh, mom, it's only $300, or it's only $400 for the little piece. But adding all that up, like, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, that is.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I support him all the way, and I love the way how dedicated he is to this thing. And I hope one day, you know, he will be successful enough. And I'm not saying, of course, successful in school and everything, but successful enough, like, you know, he'll be dedicated to find, like, you know, even if he has to get a job while he's going to college for him to support his dream and buy his parts. And I'm not saying we're not going to support him and like saying maybe we can, you know, help him with a little bit of it. I'm not saying we're not going to help him, but I mean, if he can support his own like hobby, then I'm all for it. But
yeah,
if we can help him, we will.
And that's what I tell him all the time. I'm like, yo, I'll give you anything you want, bro. You just have to do good in school. Yeah. And he knows that because of he gets everything he wants from me.
He does. He's a spoiled. I mean, he's a little spoiled baby. And mind you, he's a little teenager. And he's a spoiled baby.
We bump heads. Don't get me wrong. We bump heads all the time.
Yes, and that's where my anxiety gets triggered, and that's where all these ganas come from. I had to dye my hair today because.
But it's like you're not, because I know your anxiety. It probably tells you I'm a bad mom. Well, you've told me before. You straight up question how you parent and you're a bad mother.
I question it a lot.
All the time, but you're not a bad mother. You know what I'm saying? It's just that some of us just, like me, I love making money remodeling bathrooms ever since I was a kid. Seeing my dad do it, painting, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out GIAHomeImprovement.com. But that's what I like doing. I didn't like school either. You know, I wish I didn't have to go to prison for like 6 years, you know, in order to realize this shit. I wish I could have learned right out of school, like, you know, yo, you can make something out of yourself like this.
Yeah.
You don't have to take the route like that. I didn't really know that until a few years ago. Like, yo, you don't have to bust your ass forever. That's why I tell you, like, yo, have faith in me, yo. Yeah. Have faith in me. Let's do this podcast thing. Let's see where it takes us. You never know. 5 years, 10 years down the line, you never know. With Gio, same thing. Is like he might not do well. You know, I hope he does well. But like if he doesn't do well, he's gonna catch something along the lines in his life that he's gonna be like, oh shit, I like doing this. And when he sticks in that career, like your brother, you know, he didn't know what he wanted to do with himself. He didn't know what he wanted to do with his life.
No, but I feel like Gio found his joy, and it's
like
stuck.
that. It's stuck,
and it's not going nowhere.
But you see what I'm saying? Your brother didn't find that passion for cars until after high school.
Yeah, but Gio's stuck.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's becoming a mechanic and stuff. You know, he knows a lot about cars now. Mm-hmm. And he's only, 22? 21? No.
He's 20. 19? He's turning 21.
20? He's
20, turning 21.
Damn, Jordy, my bad. We don't even know how old you are.
Wait a minute. He's turning 22 this year. I'm sorry, Jordy. Love you.
22? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So he's only 22. You see, they're young, bro. Everybody's young. He's only 13. It's like, what really pisses me off about Gio is just like defying like
education.
Yeah, it's like, yo, it's like no matter what, you have to do it, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I love that kiddo to death. I had him at a really young age.
Pero él te dio los canas.
I didn't. The funny part is that I didn't. It's weird. I didn't have anxiety. Well, I've had depression since I was like 13. But I did not struggle through anxiety until I turned like 20, 21.
I remember. Yeah, 22, I remember.
21, 22 is when I started like noticing like I felt weird. And I'm like.
I remember her first panic attack.
I would wake up, mornings and I'm like, why do I feel so weird? And I'm like, and it's not me thinking negatively. I would just wake up, I'm just trying to start my day, take care of my kid, give him a bath, make him breakfast. And my body would just feel so weird. Like I'll tremble. I feel like I'm about to collapse. I shake. Like at some point I had to stop drinking coffee because I thought coffee was triggering it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I remember you thought a Coke triggered it, and then you stopped drinking Coke for a very long time.
Yeah. But when this whole anxiety started it was like about when I turned 22, I'm like, I could be hanging out with my friends having a good time, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hold up, why do I feel like I'm about to collapse? Like, it's weird. Like I'm with my friends, they're all my friends. I'm having a good time. What's going on? Like, I'm okay. My son's okay. Nothing's happening. But then it's just a random like trigger that happens in your brain that you have no control of. and it just takes over you. And no matter what you do to try to get out of it, you can't get out of it, because once it hits you, it hits you. But I mean, like I said, like, you know, it happens. I've dealt with it. I'm turning 31 next month. I've still been dealing with it. I mean, I've gone through worse times.
Do you think anxiety is an emotion, or is it just like an attack? I don't know if I make sense, but I just thought about it randomly. I'm like, is anxiety an emotion or like an attack? Like, you know, like an anxiety attack.
It's hard to explain because
emotion?
I think having anxiety it's separate from having a panic attack. I think sometimes you can have both. It's just hard to explain.
Yeah.
Like today,
I mean, I kind of know what you're talking about, because I've kind of experienced anxiety, kind of. Mm-hmm. I remember one time when I was young in Chirilagua, like, it was snowing outside and I was in the house, and I just felt like I had jitters. I just felt like I was lightheaded. I just felt like I just felt like I had to get out. And I thought, my mom said it was because I was a callejero. But maybe it was because we were cooped up in the house for a few days because it was a snowstorm. Yeah. And like, it just set in. A panic attack. And then I just started walking.
Yeah. It was probably a panic attack.
And I'm like trying to call all the homeboys up, like, yo, what's up? But nobody picking up, or the phone sound busy because they were too busy on the internet. Remember, I'm going,
So like, to me, honestly, explaining a panic attack like I had today, and like, it was weird. Like, I had one today, and it happens randomly. I don't have them all the time. I mean, it was weird. I'm like, I was happy my sister was here. My nephew was here. We were all gathered. Like,
oh, yeah, you wrote that on Facebook, right? That you had a panic attack today.
Yeah, and then, you know, Nina was doing her virtual class, and I'm like, you know, I was fine. And then out of nowhere, I got this weird sensation in my body. It was just like, you know, I started just thinking like, oh my God, I have so much to do upstairs. Like, I'm not going to get it done. I have like 2 baskets of laundry I got to put away, plus 1 to fold. And then I got to do this. And then like, my brain felt like it went in full blackout mode. And then even in the chair, I felt like dizzy, and I felt like I was going to collapse while sitting on the chair. And like, I see stars in my vision, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm sitting here trying to help my daughter. I'm trying to help my daughter in her virtual class, and I'm having a full-blown panic attack while I'm trying to help my daughter write on her whiteboard words that she's learning in class. Like, even while I was having a full-blown panic attack, bro, I managed to like help my daughter virtually get through class today. And that shit sucks. Cause like, here I am just trying to be a fucking regular parent, and like, I feel like my body tries to like take over me, but I mean, I don't let it. Yeah. I will never let it take over me.
Nah, you fight. I mean, sometimes anxiety wins, but you definitely beat it most of the time. But like, for us dudes and shit, like, it took me a long time to like realize or not accept, but like understand your anxiety. Sometimes I still don't understand, and it is a little frustrating, right?
I can explain to you.
To dude, no, I'm just trying to give advice to dudes, because, you know, I'm trying to give myself credit first of all. You know what I'm saying? But I help out. Like, I help you out.
Definitely. On the days, all credit to him. On the days that I lack, I'm not going to lie. I go through days where, yes, I do go to work. I work part-time. I'm not a full-time worker. I work part-time, and I don't work very many hours. But yes, I do. You
do virtual school every day.
I do host my kids.
That's a whole job right there.
I understand. And sometimes I can't get stuff done around the house on time. And props to you mamas, yo, that if you can host virtual with your kids online and everything, and be able to get done everything around the house, props to you. Like, I swear, like, props to you. And like, definitely like more and more props to you. They lying. Nah. Some moms can do it. Some moms can do it.
They lying. They doing it for the gram.
They probably be off the shits drinking beer early in the morning or smoking weed, but they do it. But I'm not like that. I can't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm like.
I'm sure everybody has their ugly moments in virtual, bro.
I'm not saying I'm a santita.
Especially elementary school students.
I'm not saying I'm a santita and anything like that, because best believe I have my few beers at night when my kids are in, like, you know, settled in bed at night.
Or I was turning up during virtual school, yo.
I mean, I do it on Friday sometimes on the last class. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, fuck it, whatever.
But I mean, it's reality. We're in a fucking pandemic, okay? So don't stop judging. Anyways, but
fuck 'em.
Yes, I do have my downtime. Like when my anxiety is bad, he can tell you there's so much to do in the house, and I could lay my fat ass on the couch the entire time until I got to go to work.
You're not fat, baby. You're not fat.
I could lay my fat ass on the whole time. On the couch.
Ass. You can lay your fine ass on the couch.
On the couch. Not doing shit. Knowing there's a lot to do in the house. And that's not even saying I'm lazy, because I'm not lazy. I still.
And your boy trying to get some ass, so I go clean the house.
And I, you know what I'm saying? I lay there until I'm like, oh shit, it's 4:30. I gotta go get ready for work. It's gonna be a productive day.
Then she turns evil like, I gotta go to work.
And I work evenings because, you know, he's a contractor, by the way. You can follow him on GIA Home Improvement.com. Yes. Go ahead, you know, if you're interested. But yeah, like I said, he's a home contractor during the day. He goes to work at 5 a.m. in the morning. And then so I work evenings. I mean, not long shifts or anything. Still manages to help out, you know, to pay the bills or whatever, etc. Anyway, but yeah, there's days where I completely black out, and yeah, I could lay on this couch and just be on my phone. And I'm not saying I'm just being lazy, but I'm having anxiety and I'm having panic attacks while I'm laying there.
Yo, and I'd be like, hey, yo, and I'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so normally, well, not normally, back in the day, I would get angry. I would be like, yo, what's up? Like, there's a lot to do, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, before I actually understood you, right? Would you say understand?
I think it took you a while to understand anxiety, because before, you know, before when me and you first got together, you didn't really understand what mental health was.
Yeah. No, I didn't because it was like, even though I dealt with mental health, I never knew what it was.
You didn't know what it was. And then when I started telling you about it, you were like, what? What is that? You know, like you didn't know. You had no awareness about what it was. You would just be like, you're tripping. You're tripping. Like,
but talking to you and like listening to a lot of mental health podcasts and like reading books, like I definitely got like PTSD.
Obviously over like the last what?
Not severe depression, but probably moderate depression. Yeah.
I mean, everyone's going through something and everyone deals with it differently.
But let me cut you off. But since I have realized where I was at fault, since I have realized where my depression comes from, my anger and my, you know, not understanding, ever since I realized all that shit, I think me and you have been better. Like,
definitely.
Yeah. 2020 was probably, you know, like, yeah, we had our ups and downs, but I think we had definitely more ups and downs in 2020.
I mean, I feel like overall in the last 2 years, me and you have evolved. Like, we've gotten better. If anything,
we're gonna keep on getting better.
We've gone through rough patches. I mean, what couple don't argue? What couple don't disagree? We all go through shit. It's reality. You can't sit there and tell
me. Y'all in. No, let me
you can't
stop.
sit there and act like everything.
Let me not act up.
You can't act like everything's all like, oh yeah, we're perfect. We don't argue. What the fuck that's not true. You can't sit here and bullshit me. Cause I've been with this man, what? How long? 8.5 years, going on 9 years.
Forever. Segment.
Pretty much.
I'm like, get out.
But I'm hard to deal with. Yes, I am. I have a weird personality. I'm antisocial. That's fine. That's just how I am. But for the people that know me, you know me.
I understand that. Nah, everybody that watches this with y'all ghost watchers, I like to call ghost watchers, right? It's like people that watch your stuff, but they won't like, they won't subscribe, they won't do any of that, but they are watching and they watch the whole thing.
And that's fine. You can watch, and if you don't like me, it's okay. Like I said, I'm not sitting here. I'm not making this for likes. I'm making this to express myself, to make, at the end of the day, I honestly, even right now, like, even if I'm talking about it right now, like, I'm having fucking deja vu. Like, I feel like I'm experiencing it.
I'm trying to tell you, this is meant to be. It was
probably meant to be, because I'm having deja vu right now.
I'm trying to tell you, are the aliens visiting us?
Probably. But, like, I'm enjoying this. Like, I'm really happy that I'm expressing myself, and I'm expressing myself about how I am as a parent.
And it's not hard. It's easy. You took off. You've been talking more than me.
That's fine. And like I said, like, it's a good experience, like, to express yourself and talk. And, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll consider making my own little, like, page, and we can talk shit. We can get lit. We can have fun.
Smoke
weed.
Stay
here. I don't know about that. I microdose. I don't smoke weed.
Oh, yeah, true.
But, yeah, I mean, this was enjoyable. I liked it.
It was.
It's fun.
It is.
If any moms with, like,
want to talk shit, come on here and, like, express herself, right?
If any moms want to come on here or join me, like, at my house, or, you know, whatever, like, you guys are more than welcome to come hang out.
Fuck yeah.
Talk shit. Express yourself about your feelings. About
you can't wear no mask in the house, though.
How you deal about your depression, how you deal about your anxiety, or whatever you're going through. It doesn't have to be that. It could be, it doesn't matter. I don't judge. More than welcome. I love, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm social, but I'm open to meeting new people and
trying to be social.
Trying to get, you know, to know new people, and yeah, pretty much. This, like I said, this was tough for me. Even getting on here today, I'm not the type.
I've been begging her for like the last 8 months, bruh.
Yeah, this is not me at all. I don't know what strength I got today. Maybe it was my panic attacks that I had all day today. I was like, you know what? Fuck
maybe
it.
you just needed a.
Yeah, maybe I needed a little boost, and I needed to dye my hair to get rid of my ganas and give me a little confidence today. And I got my confidence today. Put a little mascara on, a little, you know, lip stain on my lips, get my little, you know, old ass together.
Drink a couple beers, yo.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We could do that too. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you
take shots if people donate $20.
Definitely. Sometimes you need that little courage, man. Like, I don't know what it was today that gave me courage, but today I got courage, and I'm an old ass bitch. I'm about to be 31 in 2 weeks, and here I am.
That is not old. Somebody's watching this right now, like.
Here I am today.
She mad. Yo, she tripping because she got like 5 canas, yo. She got white hairs, like 3 white hairs. And she's tripping, calling herself old. Girl, bye.
Just because you don't see my canas in pictures or anything, I dig myself in my hair, and I have highlights of canas. So just because you can't see it in my profile pics or anything.
All right, so if people can't see it,
it's fine.
Then it doesn't exist.
It's fine. But if it makes me happy, then why can't I do it?
What do you mean?
Dyeing
your hair.
Me dyeing my hair.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just saying, like, that you think you're old because you have canas.
I'm not saying I'm old. I am old, honestly. At soul, or how do you say it? Like, at heart, I'm old. If you know me, like,
old soul, yeah.
I listen to old ass music. Like, even Jose sometimes, like, what the fuck are you listening to?
Put the reggaeton on, though. She'll start twerking.
Yeah, I listen to throwback shit, Looney Tunes, all that shit. Like, I love old all that. Yes, I'm down for that. Yes, yep. Yeah. That's what I was listening to while I was cleaning my bathroom today. That's what I'm into, and it's okay.
Hit it from the back. Bum, bum.
I'm a cool ass
Yo,
bitch, so.
y'all remember them house parties I used to throw in my house back in the day?
Y'all remember them blue jean stains on the white walls?
Nah, we hold up, bro. We ain't even supposed to go there. Hold up, man. All right, man. We gonna cut that out.
That's fine.
It's
Cut
like,
it
nah.
out.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, so how about we end the show with a cheers to the first episode
Yep.
and a chug.
Definitely, guys.
All right, thanks for watching, yo.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Cheers.